Hey, so today we've got something different. I know I gotta change it in the schedule. I could have earlier, I just didn't. I was full of burrito. Uh, anyway, so we have to check back in on our friend Isaac. He had some brain things going on. Hmm? Are we having technical issues? Perhaps? No, looking good. Okay. Yeah, anyway, there's also a windstorm going on, so we're just kind of keeping an eye on the connection as well as power. If I drop off, you'll know why. Anyway, so Dead Space 2 stuff. It came out in 2011. Just a year before that was Iron Man 2. You let me know if you can tell why that's important when we get to a couple of specific scenes. Also of note, when this was brand new, I was stoked. I was a younger, more bright-eyed, fucking just kind of an idiot sort of individual, and a thing I liked and recognized was coming out, so I had money at the time, and I bought the Great Big Dumb Edition. And, you know, this is what it looks like. We can probably expand this image just a little bit, give you a better view of what was advertised. It may artifact, but that's fine. So that's the Dead Space 2 Collector's Edition, and somewhere in New York State right now, far away from me, is every last one of these things. Now you'll notice a particular prop here, that being the replica plasma cutter, and it was advertised as a replica at the time. Now, I've mentioned specificity in the past and how important it is when dealing with spirits, and it's important in general. Words mean things. A replica suggests that the prop was replicated. That, you know, would imply that it was replicated pretty faithfully, right? Well, hang on there. And now this is not my hand. You know, this is what we got here. They can barely get their thumb in it. I could get like basically the tips of my index and middle finger through that grip. This is pretty much like a Happy Meal quality toy with paint rubbing off when you touched it, so it would stain your hand yellow. Really high quality shit. Lost Things, it's important that we walk side by side through these memories and experiences. It is important that you not follow behind me. Do you understand? These footsteps should not be undertaken by another. We'll put that away for the time being. We also had some interesting marketing going on around the time of Dead Space 2. And I wanted to take a look at that with you so that we could really immerse ourselves in the spirit of what led up to this release. Now, 2011 was a fun time. You know, people were convinced the world was going to end next year, and yeah, the class of 2005 had been out of high school for about 6 years. A bunch of young adults doing things and making their own money, and Dead Space thought that this was the way that they wanted to market their product.
Oh my God! Oh gosh! I think it'll make a person become insane.
This game is an atrocity.
It's revolting. It's violent. It's everything you love in a game. And your mom's gonna hate it.
Why would they even make something like this?
Dead Space 2, rated M for mature.
My mom's gonna hate Dead Space 2, man. She's just gonna hate it. What else do I even have to say at that point? You know, it kind of just is its own special thing. As we go forward, I discovered that they had several like more solo interviews available for just whose mom hated Dead Space. It's some participant kind of focus interviews. We may take a look at those just as we continue our adventures with Isaac. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, some less important shit. I remember speaking about Darkstalkers. I haven't done the watch back on the last one yet because burrito. And it turns out I absolutely did play Chaos Tower, so I want to correct myself there. I guess, you know, and just in the discussion last night, people didn't like Chaos Tower. I couldn't tell you why. I sunk tons of hours into the, you know, the special tower mode. Don't know what might have been wrong with the game for people to be unhappy with it. I would suggest picking it up if you can. Anyway, it turns out Darkstalkers 1, 2, and 3 were all on the PS1, which explains a lot. Those eras kind of start blurring together as they get further into the past. And yeah, absolutely did have every last one of them. It's a weird thing that happens when you witness the cover art to things that you used to be so familiar with, and it's a sort of a portal back into this bizarre space in time, this fixed point along the kind of ray that is memory. And yeah, no, do pick up all of them. They're interesting games. I like them around the same amount as I like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I don't think I played 3. No, I did play 3. I haven't played the most recent one. Whatever the fuck the one is with the Infinity Stones. Didn't play that one. Alright, well, let's see how Isaac is doing. And of course, I warned you of some fuckery that I would be doing. And we'll get to that. We'll try to make that transition as seamless as possible. Okay. Alright. So let's go right ahead. We're gonna press the button. We got visual. We're gonna start a new game. It's gonna be on normal. Because again, I'm not here to impress anyone. We have a call. To Earth. From Aegis 7. Pi, of course, still co-hosting.
Isaac, are you there? Come in, Isaac. Oh, God. I'm so sorry, Isaac. Look at the time difference. I'll call you back later.
It's okay. How you doing?
Good. You're right, Isaac. The Ishimar is a great ship. I am so lucky to be serving aboard her.
Enjoy it while it lasts. You know they're gonna decommission her next year.
Isaac, thank you.
For what?
For just pushing me to do this. I mean, if it weren't for you, I never would have made it this far, because you made me stick with it.
I'll just remember, I'm giving you up for 6 months so you can do this.
You know what? We must be getting on a range there, Isaac. Isaac, can you hear me? I'm gonna call you back as soon as I can, okay?
We dropped the call.
Isaac! You were drifting away for a moment there, Mr. Clark. I believe you were telling me about your nightmares that you've been having. About your dead girlfriend. What was her name?
Nicole.
I didn't want it to end like this. I really wanted to see you again. Just once. I loved you. I always loved you.
Yes. Nicole Brennan. She was a senior medical officer stationed aboard a Planet Cracker-class vessel.
Ishimura.
USG Ishimura, yes. Part of a mining operation on Aegis 7. I understand communications went down shortly after their arrival. You were part of the repair mission. A mission for which you volunteered, am I right? What did you find aboard that ship, Isaac?
I found something.
What did they find aboard the ship, Isaac?
The marker.
Did you have contact with this marker? It made you see things, didn't it? Things you didn't want to see.
It spoke to me.
And what did it say, Isaac? What did it say to you, Isaac? Isaac? Isaac, can you hear me?
Get that out of my face. Also, you know, who would have guessed? Our boy here has decided to use his big boy words now. That won't really do for me.
Repeat, I have him.
Great work, Franco. Be careful. He's been out a long time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good. Steady. We gotta get you out of this straitjacket. Where am I? Alright, I know you're confused right now. I can explain everything, but you gotta trust me, okay? Listen, you're in terrible danger.
Gross, but ineffective. Alright.
Oh God. Isaac!
So here we are. We are now, in the intro sequence to Dead Space 2, and like I said, look who's decided to open his fucking mouth and talk on his own. No, but Isaac, they're all going to know that it's not just you in here. We're going to have to mark you in one way or the other. Hang on. There we are. Boy, just like before, they're not good at doors. So this is a case where the developers very clearly went and said, the first one was so intense and people really liked that they were in genuine danger. How do we do that bigger and better? I don't know that this is better. It's certainly louder. We're gonna use the first save slot. Don't mind what was there before. That was just me making sure my tools worked.
Come on, take him down!
They didn't. Okay. Well, thanks, Meat. As we can see, we're in a new area. Sucks, huh?
Director Tyson to all project personnel. I want the key subjects terminated and the facility scrubbed. This is not a drill. Tyson out.
Yeah, we're in a new area, and the Meat Debacle has followed us. It's all meat all the time still. Well.
Section 158.
Let's get closer to that monitor. Looks like we were being monitored, too.
The eye's looking much better today, yes, don't you think?
It hurts. It still hurts?
Yes, I'll schedule you for another session tomorrow.
No, I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I can take another session.
There. First thing tomorrow. Now let's talk about what you saw today. Come on, Strauss. I'm here to help you.
It's black. Deep black.
It's not Nolan on the thing there. Who the fuck is this?
Whisper to me. And what did the symbols whisper to you?
That seems unnecessarily antagonistic.
What? It was just short. It was just short, but it put so much stuff in my head, so much shit in my head. There's no more room for anything. I can't remember what he looks like. I can't remember what he...
The symbols, Strauss. What did the symbols tell you?
They told me that it wasn't my fault. I didn't kill him. They didn't deserve this, and I didn't deserve this. Fucker.
Put Mr. Strauss back in stasis, adjust his medication up 30 milligrams, and we'll try another session first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know how it is that they plan on interrogating information out of someone who is clearly unstable. Yeah, we already got the session 158. We got that. Yeah. We're being terminated. Anyway, on the intro, I believe I was saying that it's definitely louder. It's not necessarily better. Things just kind of happen, and you run in a straight line. Hi.
Come on, man. Patient 4. I remember you.
Isaac, ask him how he even got a job here.
Said we all the key subjects.
Or don't.
Terminated. Which one more? Listen to me, man. What matters? Listen to me! We can both get out of here. Just cut me out of this straitjacket.
Him, Isaac?
Getting out of here alive. Don't do it. There's no escaping from what I've done. Take it easy, buddy. Just take it easy. Your rig is red.
Yeah, I got stabbed.
It's red. There's a health pack and a flashlight in that wall locker. You should grab them. Go ahead. Take it.
Okay.
I won't be needing it anymore.
Yeah, I guess not. I'm not sure what the flashlight is supposed to help me with, but we see what he does with it. Of note, this...
Isaac.
Oh, hang on.
We're gonna burn for what we did to you.
Okay. Isaac, I told you to ask him how he got a job here. You just didn't. He's gonna be real shitty now that he can fucking speak like a normal human being and I don't have to do it for him. It's not really a gouge mark there, is there? Faker. Anyway, Dead Space 2. I know I've played this game, but it is, in fact, Dead Space in my memory. I remember less about this than I do about Dead Space 1, so we'll see how this goes.
Clark!
Hello?
Isaac Clark, is that you?
Who are you?
That's right.
I'm the one trying to rescue you.
Why? What's going on?
Okay, fair questions.
Form of dementia, Isaac. Something you contracted on Aegis 7.
How do you know that? How do you know all this about me?
Your dementia will kill you. But if you can get here, I can treat you and get you to safety.
Why should I trust you?
Because I'm not the one shooting at you.
Fuck.
Just follow the route I'm sending you.
Well, we're gonna follow that route that she's sending us. You know, that's an okay reason to trust someone. I'm not entirely sure why this character exists. Wouldn't it... Just already I have questions and minor complaints. If we're still hallucinating Nicole... Yeah, I know how the locator works. Thank you. If we're still hallucinating Nicole, why not have... Oh, that was a wheelchair. A wheelchair? In a hospital? Strange. Anyway. If we're still hallucinating Nicole, wouldn't it be more interesting to... Hello? Oh, the clouds are loud. To have Nicole calling and guiding him to illustrate the dementia rather than tell us he's got it. Who stacked up all of these wheelchairs? Come on. What sane person would do these things? Yeah. Yeah. It's a gross shower. Also more advanced and usable than the showers on the Ishimura. You remember the hoses. Yeah, there you go. They're even motion activated. Oh, that's the dementia. Yeah, you see, that should have been there from the get-go. Have Nicole call us and be like, hey, we could get out of here. Now we're in the vents. This is what the necromorphs see. There's one. We spooked it. Honestly, if they have some sort of collective consciousness, that's a reasonable response to seeing Isaac Clarke approach. Of note, we really changed our boy's face, didn't we? He's thinned out quite a bit and lost a lot of color.
Isaac, what happened?
Well.
Why are you helping me?
If Tideman finds you, more people will die.
Including me.
Not if you follow my route.
I don't like this.
You don't have to like it. Just hurry before you get locked in.
Yeah, and notice that time it says audio transmission. Anyway, this is something fun that they do for a little while, I think, where we see Isaac kind of rip apart machines and make do on his suspiciously compatible patience suit. Kind of improvise equipment on the fly. It's not a gameplay mechanic, which irritates me. Sorry, bud. But it's, you know, they tried. They thought about it for about half a second. We gotta launch this over here in order to start the next thing. Otherwise, we could just remain in here and everything would be cool. But, yeah, that's also boring. You'll notice our kinesis module now much more powerful than it was. It was pretty good for breaking boxes before, and now we can pin boys to the wall with it. We'll also notice that the necromorphs themselves, much less durable. Like, I just kind of launched one spike at them, and they're done. If we want bits from their corpses, we gotta tag them again. And that'll cause stuff to pop out. See? We can take off pieces of them and continue to do the same thing. So, all in all, the kinesis module, much more viable this time. Our movement is also much more smooth. That's nice. It means that I can more effectively move through my environment and kind of check corners. It also means that we'll probably, at least once, experience my startle reflex as I turn and shoot a monitor that makes sudden noise at me. Well, the evacuation is still in progress. We're gonna want that. Because, of course, it's Meat. Hi, Meat. Give me that. It's good to recycle. Come on. Come on around. Come on. You know you want it. He did want it. It's what the Meat craves. Of note, in the downtime, somehow, my boy also learned how to throw a punch. It's not the best punch, but it's better than it was. We'll view that in greater detail when we've got some more light. The necromorphs are definitely more gross as well. You know, you want to see all that ragged meat, I guess. And their movements are more spasmodic, but it's still they're not an effective creature in my opinion, because I just don't buy that they work. And even if they were animate, they don't pose terribly much of a threat. It's bone knives still. I own body armor that would be impervious to bone knives. Well, that one's already dead. We can do that. That's teaching us how to stomp. As if we needed to learn how to stomp. As if we're not stomp grand champions. There's that guy down there. Hey, you alive? Nah. Oh, yeah, give me this. And here we go, there's some light. See, not the best punch, but it's definitely not that weak, limp-wristed, fucking straight-armed flail from before, is it? He puts his hips into it. He gets a pivot. It's Dead Space. Someone's screaming help. There's nothing we can do. Yeah, I'm working on it. It also doesn't matter how long we take. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh God, please do something!
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Who's out there?
Got a V on its forehead. I assume that's for Visceral Games. Well, you know, he could answer you. He's using his big boy words right now. Go ahead, Isaac.
Who's out there?
You don't need me.
Why am I awake?
No appreciation. This guy's just dancing.
Is anyone out there?
Yeah.
Anyone out there?
If we get too close, he can flailing like catch us with one of those, though.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Are you a doctor?
No.
Calm down. I'll cut you out of there.
You!
Is that a tissue
Thank
laser?
God.
A plasma
Please,
cutter?
Come help me. Oh my God! Fuck! What the fuck are you doing? Shit!
Fiddling.
I'm trying!
We were unable to help. We did, however, make a plasma cutter out of this flashlight. Which is impressive. That's a kick-ass flashlight battery. I'm not sure how he did that. Again, I wish this was a gameplay mechanic, and not just something I see happen. But we are now armed. Having our engineer build something like this would have been an interesting thing for me, the player, to do. We don't get to do that. We still can't crouch, it seems. Anyway, yeah, that's some look at the new meat. I don't know where all of this extra mass is coming from. Like, there's so much extra muscle now. Unless the macromorphs. I'm just dreaming of things that aren't meat already. Unless the necromorphs have mastered the process of, like, mass induction. Yeah, there's just no way. And why split the jaw this way? The human jaw is just not going to be terribly good as a killing implement. It's too short, you don't have enough bone. Like, where did all of this come from? Also, our jaws don't lock, which is a feature for a whole lot of predators that kill with their teeth. These are spindly. You might be able to catch someone unarmed, and unaware with them, but even your average person has plenty of room to grip and pull.
Isaac, it's Dana.
Yeah.
Dismember the creatures to stop them.
Oh, fucking thanks, Dana.
Just try to stay in one piece.
Thanks.
Shut up. They're going to tell us again that we have to dismember them. Someone left the faucet running, and that's just irresponsible. Can I turn this off? I can't. Also, it's not true in Dead Space 2. You can just kind of plug them in the body till they fall over. You could also do that in Dead Space 1, but it was very costly for ammunition. Here, not so much. Look at how smooth that corner check was, right? Let's do that again. Let's just do that again and fucking revel in it, because Dead Space 1 was such a chore. Alright, we have our door. We open. We dig our corners. Okay, cool. We're good. We've seen the room. We've seen potential threats. Love it. Hazardous to do on your own because you do have to swing one way then the other. If you're going to dig corners and breach a room where there's going to be, like, you know, resistance, bring a friend. And if you don't have access to friends, well, you're not going in there. Alright. Cut off their limbs. Again, written in blood. Well, this is a defensible position. That puts a barrier between us that they can't easily break, right? One way in, one way out. We've got a firearm. Let's remember that. Get this wheelchair out of the way. Who would have put this here? Round the corner. We got nobody in there. Ah, that's gonna call people. Mark my words. Yeah. 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 You got more? You see what I mean about the barrier? No, I hear meat steps. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Anyway, like before, none of this is a problem if you're calm and methodical. Pardon me. Pardon me. I just want to see if you have any more goodies. They don't seem to throw up goodies until you give them another stomp or another slap or toss something into them. Alright, and still, we're going to go ahead and just kind of get a handle on our environment. I don't like those corners. Which way do you want me to go? That's blocked. Yes. Yes. Cool. Cool. You won't need those. That's a real mess back there. Give me this chair. You also notice that we can pick up a whole host of other things with our kinesis. It was only a few things before. A lot of stuff was just props that you couldn't really interact with. Here, we have many more props. I apologize if the twitching here and there with aim, it gets a little bit motion sickness inducing. Welcome to the world of seeing things through my hands. Just wait till we get to Doom. I have no idea if that's even going to be watchable. There we are. Well, up the wall, huh? That guy's playback is saying that he shot off both their legs and they're still coming. You gotta take off their limbs, in case you didn't understand that the first few times. This is also a real shit corner, isn't it? Okay. That way is where it wants me to go. Oh, alrighty. That's just mine then. Ooh, thank you. We're in the Muscat Nebula. Okay. You're assured a constant supply, EarthGov. We work around the clock to provide consistent shipments of food and medical supplies to Titan Station. Titan Station must be where we are. Hello?
Isaac, come on, they're after us.
Wait!
Oh, it's Nolan. Hang on, give me this. Someone left $800. Isaac, you could fit. Isaac, you could fit. Isaac, you could fit. Okay. Bend your knees, man.
I'm patient 5, remember? Do you remember?
Okay. Well, no one made it.
There's a security lockdown.
Get this out of the way.
Look,
We don't need those wheelchairs here.
Let's see how long you last out.
Hope. Okay. And again, like we've talked about before, what I've got is a good closed-off angle, some clear fields of fire. This is about as best as we can do for something that has to come over and stab us in order to hurt us. We just let them come until they run out of boys. Really nowhere else to go. And remember, if they get past a certain threshold, we want their mobility first. In this one, it seems that taking their heads off actually does blind them. They'll just flail around and kind of walk in directions.
Dana? Dana!
No, that's a leg. I don't know that that's going to be helpful.
I do need your help. Talk to me.
Look, Isaac, we don't have to be friends. But like it or not, we're stuck together. Tyler's your enemy, not me. Alright, I found you a new route.
Fine. So where the hell am I? How did another necromorph outbreak get started?
You're on Titan Station orbiting Saturn.
Figured that out. Oh. Convenient.
Hyman's jamming my signal.
Well, someone seems to be jamming Dana's signal, but I don't know that I would trust her, Isaac. I mean, come on, didn't we experience this with Kendra? The moment that she's about to reveal something important, someone's jamming her signal, there's interference, so on and so forth. I really riddled that one with its own spines, huh? Bye. But as we know, Isaac Clarke, not the brightest of boys. Alright. Oh, now I have to press tab to read my text logs, do I? Hold on. There we go. Anxiety spike. Attention reception desk. Please refer all registrants complaining of anxiety and or psychological problems to the other hospitals in the area. We're booked and running low on mood-elevating medications. With the recent CEC layoffs and the increased tensions between unitologists and EarthGov, I thought it was enough of a spike in cases. This new wave is something entirely different. Dr. Brian Alpers, Department of Psychology. Yo, just send him somewhere else. I can't deal with him. Not even a recommendation on what hospital to send them to. Just literally anywhere but here, man. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna need all of those. I have really accumulated a lot of medical supplies, haven't I? I guess that makes sense. This is a hospital. Emergency lockdown is in effect. Ah, fuck. Well, my boy going to prison, huh? Isaac Clarke and Nolan Strauss, fugitives from EarthGov, considered delusional, dangerous, do not approach. Report location immediately. Signed EarthGov. That would mean that the person helping us is a unitologist, and we know all about those. Still a lot of physical books for the future. We're fucking on Titan Station, around Saturn, and we got physical books. Alright, that's a blood bed, that's a meat, a non-mobile meat, still meat. Okay. Still plenty of save stations. Which honestly, after Wayne Planet 2, that's kind of nice, isn't it? The episode structure there was shitty for keeping any kind of time frame. It sort of ended when it ended. Well, here we go. Yeah, touch. They're gonna teach us how to hack. To me, this looks like fucking with wires. Yeah, we're not like really dicking around with the software, are we? We're just disconnecting something that's currently in operation. Okay. Well, stasis. There we go. Looks like that guy was security. Can we get a better look at him? Yeah. Yeah. See, he doesn't have the forward bits, but the mandible is still... I'm sorry? Can I fucking help you? Alright, but the mandible's still split, and it looks like he's been gutted. And he's got these two little, like, prehensile bits here. They look like dong spikes. He's got double dong spikes. I don't know why that would be. Give me your money. Alright. Of note, stasis now regenerates to a certain percentage over time. And we have a text log, which you know I'm gonna need. Maintenance report 384003, stasis bed 000568444, replaced tachyon unit. That's not a particle. Hey! Hey! Where the fuck is it now? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. What kind of fuckery is this? And how do we scroll over in our things? Oh no, this does not. This does not fucking float. Weapons stasis 0G. No. Basic controls. Rig. Activate sprint. Inventory missions. Log databases L. I know how to use stasis. I already did the thing. Get the fuck away from me. Cut off their limbs, a shotgun wedding, run Isaac. So it's gotta be this. Okay. Replace tachyon unit degaused emitter array. What? Why was it goused? Okay. Calibrated Heisenberg forks. What? Induction coil still not firing in sequence. Okay. Testing for shattered matrix. What matrix? Calling into dispatch to cancel next appointment. This may take all day. Okay. So, like, if you were to make a stasis field, what you'd probably be doing is attempting to, like, force heat out of a region in order to drop it as close to 0 Kelvin as possible. Because then I believe you're supposed to be able to like, circumvent the crystallization process that liquid undergoes at low temperatures. The molecules would not do anything. They wouldn't rearrange into crystals. They would simply stop. What they're talking about there is a whole bunch of garbage. Give me this. Alright. Now that guy got fucking horked on and burned. That lady too. There's nothing we can do about these things. Again, it's Dead Space. We have new monsters. They're called pukers because that's how we roll now. They puke at you. They are a distance attack, which I guess, you know, spurting acid is a little bit better than knife hands, but not by much. Like, the hydrochloric acid that the human body produces is not great to have on you, but it's not going to kill you immediately. You would need much higher molarity acid than that. Like, it'd have to be some concentrated shit in order to melt flesh that fast. And, you know, result in lethal burns. Well, alright, that shit just gets to sit there. That's just still meat. Okay. Elevator. It's a common thing that I see in horror things where they're like, oh, threw up acid on us because, like, stomach acid, right? Sure, but you're fucking... Like, the biology still has to be able to make and then contain that acid. And if it's a human body and it's melting human tissue, like, no, it doesn't. So, whatever. Oh, hey. It's Twinkle Twinkle Little Star again. Oh, hey, Nicole. We're ripping some Japanese horror vibes here, huh? I already did. It resulted in big meat. You're being unreasonable. Red balloons. Look out. Oh, there goes one. It popped. Clearly, we're talking about it. But this was 2011, so... that would mean they're talking about Tim Curry's It. Which, in my book, is a comedy. And a treasured one. Okay. Out of my way. Chairman Donovan, this is Dr. Brooks. I've said this many times and I'll say it again. I don't like the secrecy behind the new labs they've installed in the psych wing. Yeah, I wouldn't either. It's been 3 years and we don't have the faintest clue what's going on. That seems just unreal. Such secrecy has no place in an open and free society. Agreed. Their networks are so isolated that we can't even tell they have one, let alone sift through it to see if anything unethical is taking place right under our noses. What, you don't have the Wi-Fi password? Like, you don't have something to just check for Wi-Fi connections? Is it all hard lines? If it's all hard lines, you could just follow those cables. What are you talking about? If we don't get some traction on this soon, I'm going to go to Tideman and insist on a formal review of these policies. Brooks out. Well, good try, Dr. Brooks. I don't know why you wouldn't go to the fucking police, though. Heart-to-heart gift shop. I guess they threw that against the wall. I don't want to die. You wrote that in paint? Ichor? There's some weird fucking computers. The grid is what gets me. Like, what is this? Ah. Good swing. Those balloons went off like a gunshot. Save yourself is what it's supposed to say, but it looks like it says save your sut to me. There's the S, there's the U, that's a T. I don't know what my sut is. Oxygen in use, no smoking or open flame. This is what the fuck I'm talking about with the cigarettes on the fucking Ishimura? Like, nah, bud. We can't... we can't do that. I don't know what the oxygen mixture is like in this spaceship. Nah, come on. You knew better. You should be ashamed of yourself. Alright. Well, window broke. I wonder if I have to shoot that red thing. Holy shit is right. This is some violent decompression. The pressure in this place must be just like nuts. Also, that door wouldn't seal. So that only this room vents? It wouldn't seal that door? Okay. Did I get anything for this? No. Okay, again. Open. Hello? No, again, you should really be ashamed of yourselves. You can't pull that bullshit no more. Come on. Disappointing. Alright. So... Let's save our game right here. We're a little bit slower than our other one, but, hey, that's fine. And you know what? Pardon me a moment. I have to mark our friend. It's really quite important that this happen. I can't have anyone thinking that he's in this alone, right? And if he's going to be speaking for himself, well then where's my voice in the matter? So a brief bit of fuckery is afoot. In the meantime, you're just going to have to tolerate the noise and my voice. How are you finding Dead Space 2 so far, Lost Things? A little bit more fluid than the first? Bit more, you know, quick, responsive. Hopefully more interesting. That would be nice, wouldn't it? There we are. We should be able to bring you back now. Looks right. Yes? I'm sorry? What's making this noise? Things are happening somewhere. Physics things. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it does. It does sound like that. The witch said that somebody put a shoe in the dryer. It absolutely does sound like that. Well... Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. Good. So there are things that I did and things that EA did all on their own. All of these things here are things EA did. For the PC version, on Steam, they included all the DLC they could get their fingers on. At the time, I don't believe this included the Severed campaign, and I don't think that's available to us, so we won't be playing it. It's a side story that branches off of another side story. I don't know that it adds much to the game, so okay. But we have all of these toys, just to start with, you know? We have our makeshift plasma cutter, which is nice and everything. We have the forged one, agility plasma cutter, and they're all for free. So that's kind of cool. We probably do want some of these things, right? Damage 5%, reload -5. Well, that one's just better. Damage 5%, reload -10. We want our line gun. The Ripper is fire damage +5, reload -10. Well, we'll want that then. And of course, we have a number of suits. We'll see if we give you a tour of them sometimes, because you know, I made mention of something else earlier, and oh, we won't need the old one anymore, will we? And well, we'll see why it's important to note. Something else that came out about an hour ago, or a year ago in this game's time. So we have this. These are things I did. Normally you have to play through the game once in order to obtain this, but no, that's okay. For right now, we're going to assign ourselves as the new police of Titan Station, because who better to police the Meat Debacle than one Isaac Clarke? We've also marked our friend here. There we are. Okay. Okay, well, the witch has now just quoted Reaper of Overwatch fame to me, which is cruel. And unnecessary. That she would attack me in this fashion. So we have our loadout here. We'll see if this changes. In fact, you know what? Let's consider trying out one of the new additions, that being the Seeker Rifle. We have the Patrol variant. We also have the Patrol Suit. Do you want to see what this looks like? Do you want to see if he does the suit up sequence again? I'm willing to bet he does. Yep, gone are the days that you simply step out and are wearing the thing. There must be a suit-up sequence every time. I have to say, the patterning on this is also quite nice, and it stores your unused suits in here. Of note, your rig retains the highest upgrade of armor in inventory. So even if I'm not wearing this, my inventory will still have extra slots in it. And my armor will also still be the same. So you can play a whole lot of dress up. We'll see how much we end up actually playing. But for now, we're armed. I feel dangerous. And we'll see if we like this suit with its orange accents, or something a little bit more, we'll say classic and on-brand. Of note that this was primarily my complaint with the over G acrid we destroyed on Wayne Planet. You see, they were calling it Red Eye, and I kind of refuse to share a namesake with a bug, much less a tumor. It's vented. They brought back, like, the liquid, the things. They look like just GIFs, right? GIF, I don't care how you pronounce it. Open. Hello. No, our transport's fucked. Oh, well, thank you. Uh-huh. Why did it do it that way? Oh. Well. Now this is happening. And we're gonna kind of just shuffle away from that. Of note, I like its appearance better than the Leapers, because I can track how this thing is put together. I can see the corpses that made it, and it makes a little bit more sense that it would propel itself on those two enormous limbs than simply on the small human pieces that the Leaper comprised itself of. Yeah, we got him. Ah, we were faking it. Devious.
Dana, I'm out of the hospital.
Okay, the tram station is just beyond the apartment block.
Hang on. I need more answers. How long have I been here?
3 years. Tideman found you floating in space near...
Yeah, 3 years. Well done.
I don't remember anything.
The marker you found imprinted your brain with a self-replicating signal. The longer you're awake, the more the signal spreads. It's killing you, Isaac. Tideman tried to keep it in check with memory suppressants.
You said you could fix it, right?
Only if you
My bad.
in time. Tram station, get moving.
Tram's fucked. I guess we're going to a different tram station. Let me go ahead and get my stasis back. Is that more ammunition? Yes, it is. I'll take it. And yeah, let's see if we can get kind of a look at this thing now that I've hacked it apart. It is quite literally just a mass of corpses, and this is what I would say is the better route for the necromorphs, if you don't want someone like me laughing at you. I don't know how many bodies went into this. I can just say it's a bunch. So I can't say that it doesn't have the biomass to do what it was doing. I can still say I don't know why they would do this. It seems like a lot of materials for not a lot of gain. But, you know, something happened here. And I also don't know how long it took to make this, so I can't tell you, no, it would burst into flames, or no, you'd cook all the meat and it wouldn't be able to work. The best I can do is say I don't know that the bone density is good enough to hold that thing upright. But fuck, it could be. They could have mashed a whole bunch of it together in there. Bone is pretty good for its strength to weight ratio as far as materials are concerned. Still not enough to puncture a suit like this, though. See, here is a room where I would have liked to have seen Isaac run to immediately to start assembling the tools that he had yanked from the hospital, maybe in a kind of run and collect things segment. Not necessarily a stealth one, because I don't think that would work out. And we don't even necessarily have to have anything chasing you, just have the sounds of chaos going on outside while you scramble around and grab this and that, and run into one of these doors and fuck with a panel on the side to seal it shut. Then you, the player, are introduced to the way weapons are going to work in this game, and that being, you gather the pieces, you put them together, now you have the weapon. We see something similar to that in Dead Space 3, as far as gathering pieces and popping them together. But I think we should have introduced that mechanic sooner rather than later. Alright. Elevator broke. We used kinesis. We just ripped that panel right off. Goodbye. Because we're in the vents. Of note is that the first time we went into the vent, it said, "Welcome, CEC engineer Isaac Clarke." If we've been locked up for a number of years, why didn't they revoke his credentials? We also can't fight in the vents. Just an FYI. So I don't think there's any danger that's going to be pursuing us in there. It's just to make you feel claustrophobic if you're prone to that sort of thing. Still meat or meat that's going to be a problem? Still meat. There we go. Press tab to play.
This is Sorensen from CEC. Cut off their limbs.
Oh, good.
It's the only way they go down. It's their limbs. That's the secret. Comms are down. We can't get a broadcast out, so tell everyone you see.
Cut off their limbs, by the way. You have to cut off their limbs? The limbs. The limbs? Do you remember the limbs? You gotta cut them off? You should cut them off. The limbs, I mean. Rivet bolts. There are rivet guns and javelin gun, which works like the things that we pick up. You can throw it in space to electrify the last javelin that was launched. It makes it kind of like an electric tether. You can sort of chain that to cut off a region, but you know, fun idea. I don't know that I give a shit. That still has the mine. The contact beam works the same way that it used to. The force gun now has a different secondary. It fires a concentrated beam of energy. So the force gun is now the force gun and kind of a mini contact beam, and I like that a lot. Somebody's kicking cans. The Seeker rifle is a new one. As far as I know, it's just like a rifle with a scope, and that's nice and handy and practical for me. Flamethrower. It's a flamethrower. You can throw the canister at things. There's the rivet gun. Rapid fire. You can also discharge embedded rivets. I don't really know what the fuck that means. We may have to figure that out. Detonator, proximity mines, and then you can pick the mines back up. Ripper still works the same. Fires a saw blade, it hovers, or you can throw it. Pulse rifle now has an underslung grenade launcher. Plasma cutter still do the same thing. We can now buy medicine. That's nice. Alright, so what have we got with us? A plasma cutter, a zealot force gun, a patrol rifle, and a pulse rifle. Alright, that can be sold. And we'll notice that I fucked around with our resources as well. We'll still be going after power nodes because we have a whole lot of things to fuck around with. 15 per stack. We have quite a bit of that. We need this. We need these. Looking good to me. Oh, no, you have a nice day. Our workbench is back. We're still doing the power node thing, which I don't agree with, but it's what we're doing. Of note, Some weapons now have this category. Sets a target on fire when shot. Sounds cool, basically not noticeable. And I'm curious, as we go through this with, you know, modifications present, what, if any, kind of scaling is present in this game? You know, what kind of things get harder and what kind of things don't, you know? Is it simply that they cap your ability to upgrade things? Or is it that the creatures themselves become more durable over time? Okay. I'm curious. I'm curious. Thank you, Pi. In the future, we'll, I know, bud. It's against the, quote, spirit of the challenge, but I also don't care. If these values existed and were at all unbalanced, well, I mean, what's to stop someone from doing multiple playthroughs and doing New Game Pluses and doing exactly this, right? As I understand it, it takes about 200-some nodes in order to unlock a great deal of this. So, of course, that's just kind of what we're gonna do. Increases damage when looking through the scope. Oh, so it has the Team Fortress 2 sniper mechanic. In that there is simply a damage bonus. Sure, why not? Largely unchanged maps from the first one, it seems like. A couple of new paths to fuck with other things, but not much in the way of, like, oddities. Just empty space in a lot of those, huh? Okay. We want air, we want HP. Now the suit increases damage? Oh, they integrated the kinesis module into the suit, I see. At the cost of apparently more HP nodes? Strange choice. I didn't do the air. And our stasis, because I do believe that we encounter a not Nemesis adjacent thing. There. Effectively, a New Game Plus. Because there's no way to port over the 2 or 3 runs I did. Jesus, it's too many. Of Dead Space 3 Dead Space 2 that exists somewhere on an Xbox 360 in upstate New York. I'm kind of liking the orange accents. How about you, Lost Things? They just stripped all the flesh off of that one. You should be ashamed. Yeah, I know. Sucks.
Caution.
Thanks for bringing it to me, though. That's nice. Move. Gimme. Thank you. Galaxy's finest. Director Tideman. I assume he's the director of the actual station. Oh. He's declaring martial law. That's the scope, huh? Okay.
To the nearest event.
7 seems like a very small magazine. Right now on my desk are magazines that accept the 308 cartridge, that hold 25 rounds. I don't quite get, only fucking 7 rounds in a gun from the future. That's again one of those things where they go, oh, but the game balance. And I say, that's... Like, if the game balance in your head somehow doesn't reflect reality, your understanding of balance is fucked. Alright. Quarterly report. Titan Station Quarterly Economic Report classified. Authorized persons only. Do not forward. So nobody tell. I mean, who are you going to tell anyway? We're the police now. It says, Security Enforcement, Titan Station, right on my arm. Anyway, Titan Station unemployment grew unexpectedly to 9.5% due to collateral job losses from the ongoing collapse of local planet cracking business. Really? Only 9.5% from a whole fucking industry falling apart? The aftermath of the Ishimura incident continues to depress all planet cracking activity as more and more support services go out of business, leaving less and less capacity for planet cracking. However, Titan Station continues to post a small profit, buoyed solely by the cash influx from EarthGov's Scientific Research and Operations Facility. Human Needs and Services Organization has been spared the brunt of the planet cracking collapse by the pickup in traffic with government sector. Planet Cracker docks, ship services, mining supplies, and tool vendors continue to post heavy losses. However, the CEC itself has found moderate new life for its facility in the R&D department of the government. So CEC just rolled right on over into weapons development, probably in light of what we found on the Ishimura. That makes a kind of sense, I'll admit. EarthGov, they got different suits than us. Good things are happening. They mean happening. EarthGov are liars. That's Tideman. We're still wanted. We hear a whole lot of, like, screaming out there. There we go. Well. Nah, guys, it turns out you can just shoot them twice. You don't have to take off their limbs or nothing. Got him. Run away. I think I got poked in the brain. She didn't make it, though. Lady, you should have just kept running. Anyway, we can see that the secret rifle is a perfectly functional but a little bit boring gun. We'll stick with a standby for right now. Elevator. And hey, we got to help someone. We shot that one necromorph that makes others. Oh, I got brain things again. Hang on. Yes. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's nothing I could have done. He won't even let me shoot him to kind of like kill him quick or fuck up the body. Oh, hey. They sat that guy up. That's fun. You always got time for jokes.
Isaac!
Yes.
Isaac, over here!
Oh, hey. What's good?
Who are you?
It's the drugs, Isaac. They gave us drugs to make us forget. But it's all coming.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you calling me?
Isaac! Isaac, look out!
What? Oh. Oh, it's one of those. Yeah, I missed the first time, but the other 2 bullets hit just fine. Giving me a lot of pulse rifle rounds again. I have like 600 rounds for this thing. I guess we haven't seen the alt fire, so we'll probably fuck around with that. Anyway, thanks to our boy Nolan, who does seem to be fucking crazy. The pulse rifle we know, we love, we understand. We don't like holding.
We have to go now.
Yeah, you do. Found her. I found Grandma was almost what came out of my mouth. Grandmama. No, no. Oh no, that's Grandma. So, whoever was out there was unrelated. Oh hey. Yeah, I know. I heard you. So I guess Grandma became a goopster on the fucking turlet. You hate to see it. And that other lady was not leaving without her mother. That's an uncomfortable way to make that jaw, huh? We also don't, again, have enough fucking material for that. They took off his meat pants. Anyone else want to come bursting out of the doors now that I know you do that? Oh, someone did put a shoe in the fucking washing machine. There it is. She called it. She peered into the future with her fucking just devil magic and divined this. I can't get in it. That's a tough one. Now, the only thing that would be... Okay. Yeah, I know. Center mass works just fine, too. That my gun is also my flashlight seems like a huge oversight. Like, this suit can't have a flashlight of its own. It seems pretty advanced otherwise. Ow. I'm gonna ask you to knock that off. Must have scrambled up on me beforehand. How long is this reboot gonna fucking take? Looks like we're good. Yeah. We see several new kind of designs for necromorph pieces. Like, this is not what I wanted to pick up. No. Give me that fucking weird head. That. Yes. This has, like, little eye nodules all around it. I'm not sure why. And if the necromorphs are kind of mutating at random, like this seems to want me to believe, doesn't that make them, like, not a very good fucking weapon? You run into increasingly high chances that they're going to mutate some sort of limb or something that makes them ineffective. You want consistent results is what I'm saying. Anyway, those ships are leaving. It's a solid idea. Can't argue with it. Why are they stripping them? Oh, that's the guy I shot earlier. We're on the right path then. And I keep forgetting to use the fucking secondary. I'm used to the secondary on the pulse rifle being trash. Being that thing where you kneel down and it spins. Hello, doors.
Don't come any closer. You're not getting in. I'm not
okay.
For anyone. I don't care what your security clearance is or what your orders are. I'm on.
Okay, relax. Chill. I don't want to come in your apartment anyway. Probably stinks. Database. Titan Part 1. United Spacefaring Guild History Series. Titan Station. Conquering a Moon, Part 1 of 2. Planet cracking first became feasible in the decades following the discovery of the United Field theory, which allowed us to control the gravitron. The gravitron. You know, the ride you go on at the county fucking fair. I think they mean the graviton. In the same manner we were accustomed to controlling the electron. Yep, there you go. Again, I want to stress this. Hey guys, Google some high school physics shit. Electromagnetism, many times more powerful than gravity. Many times. Moving on. With the advent of large-scale applications of gravitron control, you can make it go faster or slower, you know, if a teenager wants to stand up on a wall. It became clear to the mining consortiums that they had a new tool at hand. Shockpoint drives were in their infancy, so extrasolar mining was out of the question, and the dangers of planet cracking were still unknown. Saturn's moon, Titan, was selected as the site of the first moon harvest, as it was known back then. Saturn was as far from Earth as the consortiums were willing to work and still have reasonable access to timely supplies and support. Okay. That's fun. Of note, they do some work to fill in the backstory, but, you know, like that brief interaction we see between Isaac and Nicole. Probably should have been in the first game, right? Leads me to believe that it didn't exist until this game. You know. It looks like she's dead, bud. Or no, her rig is fine. So she's probably just unconscious. You don't have much to worry about. Anyway, should have been in the first game because leaving it like this to later times, to a point where maybe they don't play no more, is a mistake. You have to tell your story and tell it as well as you can.
Everywhere. Is the entire sprawl infected? How'd this happen?
Titan Heights, comfortable living, convenient location.
You destroyed a marker, Isaac. Tybin built another one.
Oh.
On this station? Why?
It's powerful alien technology. Tybin wants that power. Get to the tram. It'll take you to the Cassini Tower's planet.
Waiting to see if that does anything spooky. It might in the frames that it flashes, but I don't know. Looks like Nolan is writing us messages. He would have had to have taken that elevator down. An empty birdcage. And yeah, it looks like this entire station is fucked very suddenly, doesn't it? That's kind of what these stories rely on, is that there can never be a concentrated resistance or any kind of, like, realistic spread of a disease this bizarre. Okay, so they still have babies, by the way. Wait, why the hell not? Oh, I see. I have too many conductors and too much medicine. I guess I broke that? Also, this has been barricaded for some reason. We don't have to get over there in order to unbarricade it. I was hoping these would just break. But we'll try to seek out this crying baby and probably be accosted by another baby monster. Yeah. There's something with horror devs and being like, but you get to kill children in our game. I don't really understand it. I don't understand their fascination. But it's a thing. Is there just nothing in here? Is this a fake out, or did I just see it coming? Whatever. It may just be that there's nothing in there. I stepped on that. That's still meat, but we want it to remain that way, you know? Honestly, that out there too. It's not gonna let me shoot through the grates. This fence is immovable. Oh hey, that looked like Franco. Same coat. Am I being snuck up on? No. I'm used to Dead Space 1 where they just kind of throw another one in there. He apparently was just in his entranceway. I see slither bits. I gotta remember here, let's just... Okay, so it's just like a grenade. Let's try this out for a bit.
Holy shit!
Ah. Well, that ship crashed. Looks like the glass may break too. That works real good. Force gun got an upgrade, huh? And yeah, that guy thought he was slick. He turned out not to be. The area of effect on that is also much wider now. Much wider. It always seemed kind of narrow for how much you were giving up in reach out and touch them potential. In Dead Space 1, safe and sound. Join us in protecting our community. EarthGov, here for you. Always. Please do not tamper in Titan Electronics. Skilled professionals are working hard to provide you with the very latest upgrades. We're all counting on your cooperation. Fucking shit, all the flights are delayed. We got a malfunction. Which means... we likely... we also have explosives. Oh, I see him. I remember. But I have a new toy. Goodbye. They all tried the old creep up. Oh. That's another semiconductor. I am being just showered in riches here. Anyway. What else do y'all want me to do? Is the malfunction still happening? Bye. This is gonna be basically too much fun for me to give up. Oh, the power's been restored. It was a fight encounter. Anyway. Open. Pardon. Thank you. Yes. Okay. The needle is burning in her arm and she wants to know where we are. There's equations in there too. Oh, hey, Nicole. I can't shoot her. Isaac just won't do it. Train on fire. Bye, train. Nicole's ghost is much more effective of a thing in this one, isn't it? It looks cool. Again, we should have... I don't know that Dead Space 1 needs to exist, seeing Dead Space 2. So far this is a more pleasant experience to, like, play, and, come on, you're not even gonna let me, like, unfuck that? He just gets to hump the corpse and I don't get to stop him? This sucks, man. Anyway. You can see he was on fire a little bit. There's still no good place to shoot those. And they're back. They work the same way as the first time. That again looks like Franco. Same coat, same peeled face. I guess he's just a model that gets reused now. Oh, whatever. Yeah, we want to be on this train. I hear more meat. I'm sure you hear that too. I suppose we're just going to bring out the sun. We're just going to have to wait until that, yeah, shows up. bore. Oh, suck on refreshment. You know I would. Eef. That's an Eef. Chimp. Bee. Dolphins. Bear. Hippo. Eefs. Okay. I have to fuck with this now. I'm a professional. Hey. Yeah, there we go. And we find the blue. Okay. Train is go. Go, train. Franco, you're back again? This is a lot, Franco. Not gonna lie. How the fuck would they even get on? Like, it's... This tunnel is so tight. Okay. Didn't make it. So this is just train defense then, huh? Am I supposed to go anywhere? I'm supposed to make my way up the train. I see. So they can pop up behind me, I'm sure. Oh, or just continue to spawn in like this. You got more? I'd appreciate it if games would also stop making me make stupid decisions like this. This is a dumb decision. You would want to just... Alright. Isaac, what's the plan? Isaac, absolutely no way, my man. Iron Man 2, 1 year earlier. We must now mash E. There we go. More meat. That still works. Sure. That's a new one that I don't remember seeing before. Looks kind of like the, what is it, the Veronica zombies? Well, they were naked. No, train broke. Cool. We're now doing this. When did The Last of Us come out again? When was that? I forget. No, we only have so far we can turn ourselves. I can't cut myself down, so it's just gonna be this, isn't it? "2013 for The Last of Us," says the witch, using again her devil magic. So 2013, 2 years after this happened, they went, hey, you know what? Us too. Am I done yet? Can I go? This sucks. No, I can't sever that. I have to shoot this. Sure. It's one of those big gorilla ones. You'd think you'd want to sever the cable that was keeping you there, Isaac. I tried to do that several times. You just weren't cooperating. To the side, my friend. To the side. Okay. When he decides to make these sorts of leaps all on his own, it's just, he makes the worst decisions.
What happened? I thought we lost you.
Unscheduled stop. Where am I?
Oh, good one.
How did you end up there?
You fucking dork.
This won't be the most difficult, but it'll get you to the Cassini Towers residential sector.
Sure.
Damn it! Timon has the signal again. Keep moving.
Okay.
You're very important to them, Isaac. Hold tight. I'll contact you soon.
Alright. We're very important to Tideman, and when I find him, I'm gonna give him a big ol' kiss, just for thinking of me. Do schematics no longer take up inventory space? Oh no, they definitely do. Okay. I was wondering why that went straight to my inventory, and I guess I just spent more ammunition than I thought. What is this I'm holding? Oh, it's just like a spike. Whatever. I'm willing to roll with it. They still have that piece, whatever it is. More seeker shells, but we're not going to concern ourselves with that. Some credits. A save station. Pardon me. That can't have been good on the ears. We got a new air filter recently because I'm allergic to people. Oh, this is the introduction of a new enemy. I remember them. They're part of why I have this. They're called the Pack. They were children. I guess they're still children in a lot of ways. Yeah, they scream and rip things apart and run all over the fucking place and generally irritate me. And I clearly need some kind of modified booster to just go ahead and unfuck that, you know? Just sweep all the children outside. Anyway, we got a new air filter, and it has finally allowed the healing process to begin from my constant allergies. So, we're gonna get stuff falling down the back of my throat. There's nothing to be done for it. It's just what's going to be. We'll do our best in the future to try to anticipate and mute the mic. Okay. Trixies. Fine candies. I mean, someone's gonna want those, right? Toys. Yeah, there they are. That's them. Are you horrified? Are you excited? Were you wondering when you would get to shoot things roughly toddler-sized? Because again, the developers of the time really thought that was something. Really felt they were onto some stuff there. Hello?
Isaac, you're still...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hey, Nolan.
We can't talk.
No.
We're tracking our signals. Are the memories coming back to you? They're coming back to me. The good ones. And the bad ones.
Okay.
The more I remember, the more my head hurts.
Yeah.
I keep seeing the symbols. Do you see the symbols too, Isaac? In him. I keep seeing his face.
Who?
Shit, family.
Okay, well, see you, Nolan. I don't know how he managed to get off of the frame there, like the rig is attached to him, right? I mean, there's mine. Something I forgot to mention earlier is that it's kind of cool to see that the rig, how the rig is worn. Like, it clearly locks into and interfaces with your suit, whatever that suit may be. And your clothing is probably built around it. But, you know, it's... that it sits around your neck in this kind of armature and hooks onto sensors that are around your wrists and all that. That was some fun insight. It still doesn't look very comfortable. You should probably pad something that sits around your neck like that. But it's an attempt. Power node, and we can now buy the regular garden variety pulse rifle if we wanted to. We can also buy power nodes in case we run out. Let's see. What do we need, though? I'm sure we probably should stock back up on ammunition. Let's find out. We have semiconductors as well to sell. Yes, please sell that. Yes, please sell that. It gave us contact energy. We're not going to need contact energy, I promise you. We have stasis, but that regenerates itself these days. So, it's pretty much just force energy. Maybe another 100 of this. Maybe some more plasma. Seems like it. That'll about do it there. Yeah, I think I've already become attached to the orange accents. It breaks it up nicely. It goes with the visor changes that we've made. Alright, I'm sure I have to go down there. Yes, I do. Excellent. Well, let's save now that we've done our ammunition and everything. It's also nice to see that the station does not just look like the Ishimura. They've done a better job with level design here. I could believe that this is the mall of a space station with its like little traffic track that you see in airports and shit sometimes. Directions on where to go, views of the station itself, and you know, the sky in orbit. It's not just, you know, like a series of fucking pipes and leaky tubes. Someone lives here. The concourse. Dining, shopping, family, home. Got him. Little bastard thought he could escape. Was not to be. How much you want to bet the lights are gonna go out and they're gonna attack me from a bunch of angles in here?
Hey, Dana, there's this crazy guy that keeps contacting me. I saw him back at the hospital.
Nolan Strauss. He was a patient in the project, just like you.
Yeah?
They're making calls.
What does he want?
He's a psychopath, Isaac. Stay clear of him. He murdered his own wife and child.
Okay, I'll be careful.
Okay. Nolan apparently murdered his own wife and child. I'm aware that that was part of a comic. They like to do their prequel comics thing. I still really do not appreciate that. Bold stylings. Fit meter. What other shops we got? The Church of Unitology, of course. Levitations. There's a sale at Levitations. There's Trixie's Fine Candies again. Lightspeed Carbonated Hard Bar. It was a hard bar. Now we know. That must be the Lightspeed boy holding that carbonated hard bar. Yup. It's awesome. Awesome stuff. Awesome prices. Awesome town. We're not going to be able to go into bold stylings. Isaac's haircut is what it is. The clogger. Can't read that. Can't read that. We didn't scale this right, huh? The resolution's too low. Toy Joy. Someone did not make it into the Levitation's bed. But with like kinesis modules and shit, do you need the... Oh, I guess it's literally a bed you buy. Okay. That lady needs to put on a bra if she's gonna sleep in this. Because her hair is still affected by gravity, so like this is not going to work out if she's aiming for any kind of modesty. Then again, maybe she's not. I assume she would be in her own home. Maybe she just sleeps in the nude. That's fine. It's not something I'd do. Discover your potential. Ask us how. Can't read this, don't speak the language.
In accordance with Titan Station Civic Code,
Oh, hey.
martial law. All citizens are ordered to evacuate. Looters will be shot on sight.
Looters will be shot on sight? I'm sorry? Look around, who gives a fuck? Take whatever, run! You're busy shooting looters in the middle of the fucking the continuation of the Meat Debacle. What kind of total insanity is this? Tideman's a fucking lunatic. He doesn't get that kiss anymore. Anyway, Altman's footsteps. Publication of for the followers of Michael Altman. We, the children of the marker, grow tired of the oppressive, thinly veiled attacks from EarthGov on our rights to worship as we please. Reduced hours of operation for the church, fire marshal restrictions on the size of revival events. Yeah, those goddamn fire marshals, right? Permits needed to distribute literature. Yeah. Solicitation permits, am I right? Oh boy, they're really getting tread on. If only there was a snake flag they could fly out front of this fucking place. These are all poorly concealed attempts to quash the truth, our truth, and they will not succeed. The blasphemous, short-sighted, reckless, destructive, and hopeless path that EarthGov has us on is a dead end. Says the meat people, though. One that only Unitology has the answer to. The answer is meat. Altman has foreseen it, and we are blessed to execute it. Prepare yourselves, brothers and sisters. Convergence is nigh. That's nice and nebulous, right? The meat people. Also, if they're locking Isaac up for being crazy, didn't he have like a helmet cam or something? I mean, I know that I view him through the gift of true sight, but like, surely this has an ability to record, right? Surely. I mean, it doesn't have a flashlight. What the fuck am I saying? People. Mind. Purpose. So... okay, fine. Discover your potential. Ask us how again. That's their salute. If you see anyone do this, they love meat. So I guess it's supposed to be one people, one mind, one purpose, but their graphics design team is shit. Cultivate your future. Your future in meat. Ooh, free information.
I thought you were routing me to residential. This looks like a Unitology recruitment center. Am I still on track?
Yes. There's an old maintenance access point in there that'll take you through the waste disposal system and into the Cassini Tower.
Through the sewer.
Stay sharp.
There's a sewer level. She wants me to go through the sewer. Anyway, I have to go through the Meat People Church, and there's probably meat in here. Yes, please. Oh, is this the pamphlet? Please be the pamphlet. Ah, that's a recruiting report. Okay, anyway. Titan status, Titan Station, Church of Unitology. Recruiting report. Perry Gibault. Vested member. Tithe status, fully paid. These guys are, what is it, Calvinist? And pay your way to heaven? I want to say that's it. Don't quote me, I'll correct myself later. Oh, we can see the name of the guy who is in Severed on our collar here, G. Weller. It's a little bit artifacted, but that's the lead of the Severed DLC. It's who you play as, a guy named Gabe. He was in a Wii game for Dead Space that I didn't play or think about. I only learned about it on the wiki. His design, Gabe's design for the suit, is one that I really, really like, in that it completely encloses the face and it's just a camera feed through this one fucking lens. It's very distinctive. Anyway, back to the recruiting. Recruiting has slowed markedly in the last few weeks. I fucking wonder why. This is surely due to EarthGov's recent slander campaign painting us as carpetbaggers. Oh no, they're the carpetbaggers. And insurrectionists in the press. You are insurrectionists in the press. And in real life. At least in Isaac's real life. Regions from the church at Venus, Wayport, and the Heliopause Observer are shocking in later this week. Oh, are shocking in. Got it, because it's the shock space drive. Are shocking in later this week to strategize a response. Expect additional budget to be allocated to public relations and media to combat this trend. Also, the CEC layoffs continue to negatively affect recruiting targets. We're down almost 30% year on year. Gibault out. Yeah, imagine you basically stole a mining vessel, went somewhere illegal with it, the whole fucking crew died, the only survivors ended up locked up. It kind of paints all of this shit as maybe fake. Give me your money. And give me this mushroom lamp. No, it's just kind of weirdly modeled. I'm trying to throw their fucking... There we go. Got him. We can help. Ask us how. That's even an ominous design for a Halo. No, I'm sorry, fake religion. You don't make sense. Is this just gonna be... No. Here they come. Got him. Done in one, son. Done in one. That's how we do it. Oh. It was children the whole time. Sick uppercut, kid. I've just got a piece of the building. That's what I want. There we go. Is that my punishment for dawdling? No, that's still meat, but... Did they make you do the head thing? They did. She committed ritual suicide. Like all the rest of these assholes do. You too? Yeah, you too. How are you even allowed to operate anywhere? Wouldn't you just be rounding these fuckers up at this point? Foreshadowing. Open. Because my credentials, even though the director has declared martial law, are still not revoked. You'd think they would be. Be a real easy way to restrict my movement. Alright, we're out of the vent. And it always starts me off at that angle, so I can't see what it is that I'm doing. Alright, so now we're in waste treatment. Looks like that doctor, doesn't it? Okay. Well, no, I just want to see him. You're not gonna let me really see him. Nothing. Okay. Trash compacting, yeah. Well, different kind of waste, I guess. Yes. Oh, alright, there we go.
Listen up.
Yes.
You can use kinesis to pull blades off dead ones and shoot it back at them. Watch. Watch. Stayed like 3 hours using this trick.
Okay.
You see? Just shoot it back at them. I'm gonna bleed out soon. I got clipped pretty bad over there.
I guess we don't need the flashlight to view that.
So let's help you out. Whoever you are.
Well, that was nice of him to try to help out like that. I'm gonna make sure your corpse is unusual. Well, it is unusual. Unusable.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sure we'll do that.
Watch. Watch.
Stasis reminder. An engine in stasis is a safe engine. No, it's fucking not, because I fucking stalled the fans in the last one and they broke. You're a liar. That looked like a big meat. Anyway, that's now fixed. A moment. I will be right back. Gonna grab myself something to drink. There we go, hydrated for maybe another half an hour while we continue to make our way through the second of 3 total meat debacles. The witch is signaling that I have 1 more minute, in fact. We'll press forward just a little bit further. Well, we can shut this down, I guess, but that's probably going to mean all kinds of shit to deal with in there, isn't it? Aiden Young Plaza. Marikina Towers. Those are both closed. Cassini Apartments. We've been there. That's closed. Wouldn't it have been interesting if this was sort of a hub with a more open mission structure to stabilize this station and, you know, do all that kind of shit. Simply wasn't to be. Anyway. Let's give this a save. Let's at least clear the trash compactor thing. We'll go to the next save point. Okay, it's on standby.
Diagnostic load initiated from waste compression chamber 752. Compressed piston offline. It is now safe to enter the chamber.
Authorized personnel only. Hey. Behind me? No. Just right there. Well, anyway, the meat, you know how it is. It's wily. So yeah, next save station. Then we'll give the witch a break from hearing me talk to, well, you lost things. Whenever your local now may be. Press Alt. Okay, I guess it's Alt this time. I think it was Control last time? I'm not entirely sure. And we have new 0G, because we have directional thrust control now. It's nice. I like the way the 0G works. I would very much like to see other games that incorporate 0G anything do something similar to this. Where the fuck does this go? It's unlocked. Yeah. I should have known it goes to meat. Doesn't it always? Gimme. Gimme. And we're good on those. Okay. We can actually afford to use this for a little bit. It's not terribly good at crowds, though, is it? Seems like a rifle I would like to own. If only not for, you know, for that magazine capacity being just total shit. I don't seem to be able to manually orient, which is a bit of an oversight. But it feels nice to transfer between it with, you know, a deliberate button push between my modes of movement there. It's got kick. And, you know, it's reasonably good to control. I still feel my character's inertia. I feel their mass. Alright. We're aggregating refuse. It's a lot of body bags. Do you want me to go that way? Yeah, I guess. Am I gonna have to duck that shit? Are my thrusters even fucking powerful enough for it? We'll find out. Anyway, I'd imagine the Seeker rifle these days is basically for bosses. Right? Like, that would stand to reason. Oh, this is gonna suck. I do have a boost. Oh, I've got, like, much heavier jet thrusters in my And that's orient to ground is Z. In my boots. What is this thing's power source, you know? Anyway, an auto-orient, like a computer-assisted orient to ground, is also something that I would like to see adopted. Hint, hint, Star Citizen. Manual orientation, yes, keep it. But I do think that the computer, in an advanced future, should probably be capable of going, well, there's a hard object here, and let me orient to that. So I guess that's those bellows making that noise. There's undoubtedly meat men, though. There's a vent right there. They'll come slap me. Money. Ah, boy. That's a mess. Hello, meat? Hello, yes, meat? Yeah. Get out of the way. I want your goodies. No. Hello, more meat? That can't have been all the meat. I refuse to believe it. Alright, well. I did. Store work now, or? Okay. We still have to use power nodes to open these. Not sure why they insist on gutting all of the, That's a lot of money that guy had on him. All of the security guys. But it's definitely a thing the necromorphs seem to be doing. I don't quite follow. Are like the necromorphs making a political statement? Are they saying that the cops on this station are gutless? That seems a bit much for them, don't you think? And yeah, we could definitely lose some stacks of this in favor of other things. Gold semiconductor. Because as much as I like a semi-automatic rifle, and I do like a semi-automatic rifle, this one's a little bit slow as far as semi-auto goes. You should probably be able to shoulder that and pound those rounds relatively quickly. Store not work, huh? There's no way that this is getting used for anything but bosses. Okay. And maybe this time we'll take a look at some of the other weapons. Maybe, maybe not. I never took this as a game where you want to see all the wacky guns. Like, it's not Ratchet and Clank. Or, fucking, like a Dead Rising game where you're like, fuck it, let me just craft it and see what it do. This is... I don't want to say too serious for that, but it definitely thinks it is. Give yourself. And again, they should be ashamed. There was no way I would ever fall for that. Well, that one's been pre-cut up. Oh, I see. Force gun's still good for that. Oh, it's just door closing. Text log. Sally Hennon to Marion Hennon. Marion, I'm just going to leave this log here for you to find when you come get the rest of my stuff. I hope I don't forget anything. This is a really big deal. The rebirth is going to happen very, very soon, just like they said. This is a very special time, like once in a lifetime. Actually, once in a million lifetimes. They say we've been preparing for this since before we were human. Do you know how special that makes us? We're the ones who get to see it. I'm so excited my skin is tingling. I've got chills. Okay, I've got to go. The ceremonies begin in a half hour, and I don't want to be late. Bye, sis. I love you so, so much. Come join us. Haha, okay, bye. Sally. Hey, Sally, did it work? Did it work? Also, the whole join us chant just like fucking gives me Evil Dead flashbacks. I heard meat again. Okay, there they are. Got him. That's a train. I'm supposed to go that way? I'm gonna go this way. Hello? Oh, more seeker shells. Bits. So, one of you was a necromorph and the other just wasn't. Shower curtains are solid. Marker scroll. Marker scroll. Got another one. Who did the ritual suicide thing. That's a mess in there. Just says enjoy. We'll read the walls in a moment. Is that where I'm supposed to go? Yeah, that's where I'm supposed to go. Okay. So we'll read the walls. Embrace the evolution. Take us. We are ready. Well, not now you're not. I fixed that. What are you willing to give up your life for? They're asking us that question again. The marker will save us. No. My brain. Oh no, he's got Wayne disease. His brain's going bad.
Nicole's dead. You're not really here.
Hey, Isaac. Where was that resolve earlier, bud? Do we have reflections? No. Now the mirrors are, displaying something. Maybe it's a symptom of my bad brain, my Wayne syndrome. Keep us safe from monsters. Oh, God. Keep us safe from monsters. Help. Mommy is sick. No school forever. Ugh, that's a little bit uncomfortable, given the time frame, huh? Alright. Hello, meat? The meat master has arrived. I've mastered the meat. Obey the summons of your master. Oh, they're saying Isaac in my ear. Listen, voices. This one is mine. It's cute of you to try, but that's,
Dana.
Well?
Soldiers have found me. They're tracking me in some sort of gunship.
You're almost here. Hurry.
Yeah, sure. Marker scroll. Why didn't they just open fire? I guess marker scroll? I haven't seen it look like that. Well, Cassini Tower's East Wing. Oh, of note, our weapon has marker scroll on it because I thought that looked cool. There's a suit with that? We'll see if I don't put that in next. Oh. I knew you were here, meat. Good to have you back, buddy. Alice's daycare and Bible study. I'm gonna guess this might be Alice. It's hard to tell with all the meat. Oh, that body burned. Well, I fixed it. Take us. We are all ready. And then marker scroll. I do very much like the improved environments. I'm very happy with being able to believe that people existed here at some point in time. That was a real problem I had with the last one. I hear meat. Cosmic views, Cassini Towers. Well, I mean, every view of the sky when there's not too much light pollution is a cosmic view. You fucking idiots. It's a bad ad campaign. See the stars from a new angle, Cassini Towers. There you go. I fixed it. Just like I fixed the meat. We are people of influence. We have marked those in our life for church. We can have good relationships with those who are not under the church yet. We are not of this world. Well, no, you may have been born on Titan Station. You're not of Earth. You're from Titan Station. Around Saturn. Friday services. 9 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours. So we're on a 24-hour clock. Good to know. Unitology Church. Cassini Towers. I see that they've been dreaming of someone. That's a pleasant find. Avenge the day. 1. That's what are we willing to give our life for. Alright, and we'll save it this appropriately marked thing here. There we go. And we'll check back in with Isaac a little bit later. You know, see how his brain's doing. Anyway. So this so far has been a much more pleasant experience than playing Dead Space 1. For me, hopefully for you watching. The movement's quicker, the weapons are a little bit more responsive. Isaac feels much more like a human being and less like an awkward meat suit that I'm temporarily wearing. He's got a grace and fluidity now that he's much more of a normal man. The environment's much more nice to look at. Lingering quibbles is still the necromorphs themselves. They don't make much sense. It doesn't make much sense that they spread so quickly. We see them convert corpses, like, in real time. Franco became a meat man before our very eyes, after he got poked in the head. And it's just not... That just don't work. But here we are anyway. Maybe a faster experience is all the series needed? Maybe it's strayed from its source material in a good way. I'd say Lost Planet 2 also did. Strayed from its source material in a way that was at least pleasing to get your hands on. Well, more later. For now, I'll leave you to wander alone. See ya.